Suriname may be a tiny country in South America, but the sightseeing treasures may antagonize the giants of the tourism sector. The major tourist charisma can be categorized into two geographic regions: the coastal area in the Suriname southern part and the northern part of tropical rainforest savanna and mountain ranges. In today's video, we're going to explore the top 10 best places to visit in Suriname. But before we get started, subscribe to our channel and turn on the notifications. Number 10. The Neotropical Butterfly Park, Wanica. The forests and magnificent supply of water in Suriname make it an ideal place for the survival of butterflies and birds. The climate and vegetation make Suriname one of the top countries with the highest number of butterfly species. It is an irresistible sightseeing inborn reserve with dozens of butterflies from Suriname. An insectarium is also at the park, with many insects from Suriname's rainforest-drawn species. Next to it is an exhibition hall with a collection of impressive paintings. Number 9. Brownsberg Nature Park. Suriname is a nature sightseeing heaven, with many parks dedicated to the biological diversity of its ecosystem. Brownsberg Nature Park is wildlife rich, with attractions to thousands of visitors each year. This park offers a breathtaking view of vegetation and Brokopondo Lake sitting on a small mountain. You will need good gripped shoes to hike its adventurous rainforest trails. Brownsberg Nature Park also hosts several creeks and 2 waterfalls dotted throughout the mountain. Number 8. Warappa Creek, Bakkie. Kamwenje, district of Suriname. Warappa Creek is overlooking the ocean. Various historical sightseeing sites include a sugar factory, still with steam engines, a steam car, and tombs. The creek is picturesque in the middle of a mangrove forest, surrounded by tunnels, trees, and lush vegetation. It offers a unique view of North America's ape species like the scarlet ibis. A private athenaeum at the creek with a splendid collection of ancient items will take you back to the times of Suriname colonization. Number 7. The Paramaribo Zoo, Paramaribo. Paramaribo Zoo is the only zoo in Suriname, so you cannot afford to miss it. It has been in Suriname for the past 40 years. It has the most animal species that you can barely find in the country, including Suriname monkeys, caiman, jaguars, anacondas, and the boa constrictor. Birds like the red ibis and kingfisher are a common sight too. There is also a children's playground. If you need a calm place to walk, this would be wise as the zoo is immense and not so crowded. Number 6. Jodensavanne, Paramaribo. Historical sightseers have a lot of praise for Jodensavanne, an agricultural community established by Jews. The Jews structured the first synagogue in Suriname, which still exists at the site. There are also 216 tombstones containing cemeteries made with stones imported from Europe and gracefully ornamented. The temple and the cemeteries are the crucial monumental sightseeing places at Jodensavanne. Number 5. Around Paramaribo. Just outside of the city, you will find a phenomenal savanna white sand forest, a jungle full of wildlife, and cold streams where the clean water runs black thanks to the fallen leaves. You can see saki monkeys, giant anteaters, tamarins, and many exotic birds. Maybe you'll even spot a sloth. If you want to leave the city behind for a bit, you can camp near Kreek for a few days while exploring the forest and savanna. Number 4. Soak up the culture along the Upper Suriname River. The Suriname River is the heart of the country named after it, so why wouldn't you want to travel along with it? However, the real lure is the culturally rich villages on either side of the river. The jungle will often break to reveal a community of rough and ready houses where the Wanica people live, offering a real eye-opener into their way of life. Listen to the stories of their ancestors, how they came to be here, and their customs and traditions. It would be a shame to rush a river trip, so don't. There are many eco-lodges to watch, all budgets spread out along the banks. Plan in some pit stops to turn the tour into a multi-day meander. Number 3. Central Market. As far as markets go, this market is moderately intense. This heated area in the inner city trades fish, meats, vegetables, and fruits, just like any other market. And on the upper floor, you'll find a clothes market. But this market also has a witches market, also known as the Maroon Market. There's a separate entrance on Waterkant, where you can buy shells, bones, herbs, and various mystery concoctions. If you want to come out of this frantic area intact, it's best to go before noon. Number 2. Fort Zeelandia. Fort Zeelandia is a wooden structure built by the French on the banks of the Suriname River like a fortress to protect themselves against the British invaders. It's one of the most ancient buildings in Suriname and was built using wood. An itinerary tour of the fort complex will allow you to go through the 2-floor main fort building, a 1790s warehouse, wooden officers' quarters, and a guardhouse. The fort will fill you with a feeling of how Suriname was in colonial times. Number 1. St. Peter and Paul Cathedral. This Roman cathedral is in the center of Paramaribo, the capital of Suriname. The construction of Paul Cathedral and St. Peter started in 1882, and in 2014 it was designated as a minor basilica of Suriname by Pope Francis. The cathedral is the tallest wooden structure in the Caribbean, standing at 48 feet. It is an impressive Gothic Roman architectural design with a huge rose window, neo-Gothic spires, and massive windows at the sides. The cathedral is presently an active holy place and a sightseeing attraction. Give a like to this video and let us know which place you found the most interesting in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, press that subscribing button and stay tuned for our next video.